What's the big old deal? Let's just get this back right. Make sure everything good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure we good. Make sure everything I can hear everything. Make sure everything I can hear everything. Betty. Let me hit record on. Let me let this play while I say
Gave
everything.
me everything he had. He did all that. I said, look, bro, the money, I need a feature. He said, keep the money. I'm going to give you a feature too. And then once we start doing that, we start conversing. And he like, look, bro, I'm trying to kind of like restructure. Jimmy Henchman got a lot going on. Let me start sending business your way, but Jimmy them going to trip. But I know you can handle it. So I start booking shows and all that. And me and Jimmy had our back and forth, but we, he worked it out. And for about a year, I was booking all these shows, and Jimmy ended up getting caught up going to jail. And shit, I stepped in, and it's been what it been since then. So from like Jesus Peace to now, it been whack. Year of the Wolf to everything right now has been me. Documentary 2, 1992, all those albums, been me. The last one, Drillmatic. Yeah. The Easy joint, him and Ye. Yeah.
Now, I seen you told this story before, but I don't think you've really ever really like told it on any platforms before. But I guess you got the drop on 50 Cent one time?
We thought we did.
Right.
We thought we did. Until we got in there. Back then it was it wasn't SLS. It was La Meridian, La Moran or some shit. It's SLS now on La Cienega, right by the Beverly Center. We thought we did. Somebody called us, told he was up there. I got up there. He came in.
How deep were you?
About 15.
15 people.
Yeah, we wasn't that deep. We got up there, we came in, and shit. You had Navy SEALs with him. 2 in all directions. Probably about 6 of them. Walkies in their ear, vested, guns strapped to their thigh, bullies on them, semis on them, magazine cartridges. I said, yeah. He ain't slipping.
Today's not the day.
Nah. 50 moved different. He moved different.
And did 50
I'm glad
see
that
you?
didn't happen though. He see me. But he didn't know that's what we was on. We never approached him. I'm glad it never happened. Things worked out.
And then at some point, Game and 50 kind of meet up.
Me
Were
and
you there for that?
me and Monster put that together.
Okay.
I was his head of security. It started out a club. In the same club, they didn't want to let Game in. Game come in, showed him love, brought a bunch of his liquor, whatever his liquor was. And then we go to the strip club and Game wanted to holler at him. So me and Monster put together a plan. You bring Game to us. You stand behind 50, I stand behind Game. And they talked for like 10, 15 minutes. Shit was working out. And then I started getting to we had a show to do in Ontario, weed show. And the promoter got slick and booked 50 the day of. So it could look like 50 in Game on the same show. Right? We got paid left. I wasn't gonna give him that. That's $1 million show. So when I went to start to put my fillers out to put together a tour, out of nowhere, 50 dissed Game. And then Game released the last 4 of his, at the time, wife or baby mama, whatever she was, telephone number.
Yeah, that was a wild time in hip hop. 50 and Game beef. They was beefing crazy back in the day. Yeah, Game 50 was crazy. Nah, everybody be saying whack stories be bullshit. And some of them say it's true. I believe like 80% of what he say. Cause he do be having some details that's like you kind of won't know that unless you was there or part of the situation. Some things might be fabricated, but for the most part, I feel like he do be telling the truth. And the people that tell the truth are kind of the most hated, so this is why people hate him.
It was open.
So when they met though, they had an agreement, or
I don't know what the talked about. They was cool for 15 minutes. I don't know. They talked, they laughed, they was ear to ear. We was in the club, I couldn't hear it. Wasn't trying to hear it. I was point man, whatever they was talking about wasn't important to me. But it was cool. They shook hands. We went on separate. But 50 being a dude he is, I don't think 50 gonna ever would have trust anybody that has ever crossed him.
Yeah, that sounds like some 50 Cent shit right there. If you did me wrong, I'm on your ass for life.
You ain't getting no second chances with 50.
Nope.
That's just who he is. You gotta respect that. Shit, I tried, right?
I guess that's all you can do.
Those two meetings could have been violence.
Man, I mean, a reunion would have been crazy, especially at that time.
Yeah.
Drake and Game do a song,
What about it?
and Drake comes to Compton to shoot the video.
100. He shot it on Brazil and Wimbledon.
Well, what all happened during that video?
Nah, that video was fire though. That was a good song. Drake and Game the 100.
Drake and Game do a song,
What about it?
and Drake comes to Compton to shoot the video.
100. He shot it on Brazil and Wimbledon.
What all happened during that video? What was that?
He pulled up. Drake gave us love. Stunner cleared it for me, didn't charge me. Drake didn't charge for the verse. Drake actually brought his film crew to film it for us. That's what he wanted to do. We was on the famous Brazil and Wimbledon shooting it, in the canal. We had to move blocks.
And then what? Compton, California. Yeah, that's where they shot that video.
And when we move blocks, we send the little homies to do what they need to do. Drake kind of seen some activity and, shit. He did what a civilian supposed to do. He got out of there. So we sent somebody to get him. Bro, it's cool. That ain't for you. That's for us. Because, we seen shit going on. But, we moving.
Oh, he's saying Drake ran off. Soon as the smoke came, he said he just stepped off. I mean, yeah, if you ain't got no problem with whatever's going on out here, man, I ain't even from y'all country, my boy. What I'm about to get in y'all shit for? Like, at least they kept it real with him. Was like, yo, bro, that's us. Like, that's some shit we dealing with out here.
Moving blocks. We're not just gonna hit the block without the block being right. So we had to make sure the homies, went and cleared the block. He came back and we finished the video. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't fault Drake for that. Man, that shit normal to us. We talking like, shit, 2015 maybe, that shit ain't normal for Drake. Drake maybe been in the game, 5 years, 6 years or something. So, I don't hold that against him.
Was that his first time in Compton?
First time with us. With Game, I know, I don't know if he had been there prior to. I hadn't seen him shoot nothing, do nothing with nobody else from Compton. I know he had been on, I know Kendrick had went on tour with him, but I don't know if that happened. I don't know if they even, does Kendrick and Drake have songs together?
Whack, come on now. Dude, they got songs together. You in the music industry. But yeah, that was back when Drake and Kendrick was cool.
I think they do in the early years.
Yeah, when he first went on tour maybe, but I don't know. But Drake is Drake. I feel he's still one of the top dudes. He's still out streaming. He lost that war with Kendrick, I feel, in the long run. And shit,
Everybody know Drake lost. It is what it is. Like that, you didn't think Kendrick was gonna fight back. You kept antagonizing, poking him. Then when he strike back, it was nonstop. Some people gonna say, oh, it was 20v1. Well, at the end of the day, it don't look like Kendrick asked none of them for help. But whatever. That's Kendrick won that shit.
No, he's still up. I believe Kendrick leveled him out because Drake been climbing, a rocket climbing. I think Kendrick did this with him, and he's doing this. That don't stop him from turning that going up. What he didn't do is the rocket ain't came down. It ain't on his way down. I think Kendrick leveled him out. First time we seen Drake take an L when it came to the song. But he's still outstreaming everybody overall. So,
And we all knew it at the end of the day. We knew Drake was never about to fall off. It was just a simple fact of you just couldn't beat Kendrick. That's all it came down to. You was never off. You was never I was just playing his music 2 weeks ago. I don't play it often, but that didn't stop me from playing his music. And I'll be honest, I still go to Drake music over Kendrick because Kendrick really didn't want to be a mainstream rapper. He just happened to be good. Like, his favorite artists are a lot of West Coast artists that weren't mainstream. So him doing what he doing, he cool where he at. Drake can have a party in and all that shit. Like, I'm cool off that. I want to be in the crib chilling with the homies. Whatever. You want to be outside partying, and that's cool that they both want to live their life that way. But end of the day, man, look, Kendrick, like he said, he's leveled him out.
You got just yet to see.
Because the songs he putting out aren't bad. It's just, I wouldn't even say too soon. It's just, I guess too soon because some people still need time to process it. Because if Drake comes back again, Kendrick might not even have to respond. The fans are going to just put Not Like Us back on and blow it up again. Like, they'll make it bigger than probably the first time. That might be one way it could go. But as of right now, he don't even need to respond. That's why everybody's saying, all the blogs are saying that, oh, it's coming again. Like, he has another one coming. I hope not.
I see he just dropped like a 100 piece. Like 100 songs, just dropped them.
You dropped 100 songs?
Some crazy shit. He released like 100 songs and some crazy shit he just released. He just let them go. They ain't even up for sale. I think he just, right? So, I don't know. I know he gearing
It was the
up
100
for something.
gigs. It was the hard drive. It was the 100 gigs. Is it Ward? Was it, see, 100 gigs. Of course, you gotta be. Where is that shit at? I definitely got it on my phone. Yeah, it was 100gigs.org. Yeah, this shit. This would Drake drop all this shit. So it's not 100 songs, obviously, but it's just vlogs and certain songs that he recently put out and stuff like that. But it wasn't it wasn't 100 songs. That would have been crazy if you just put out 100 songs that don't want no money. I'd be like, look at you. Look at you. But yeah, that's what that was. That's funny.
You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see on his next body of work, his next business move. You know, I don't count him out. I still think he got a strong 3 to 5 years of life in him, musically, because he wants to do music. You know, I see Drake fading out, not fading out, but doing something else. I can see Drake owning his own label. You know what I'm saying? Like on some major shit. But did he cancel him? Nah. Did he give him
No.
his first L? Yeah. What you think?
Oh, well, yeah, Kendrick, obviously, yeah, he
Saying overall on the
got
battle.
a hit out of that battle. Drake didn't. Drake just
All the media propaganda, the bullshit. Shit that happened 14 years ago, they act like it happened today. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the shit happened with the girl, she's 17, he 21, 22. Nobody said nothing about it. Kendrick woke that shit up. It was like the 34-year-old Drake just did that to a 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of shit. He woke it up, and it's like the trolls turned on him. But they still streaming his music. Is it over with for Drake? Nah.
Nah, he good.
Nah, man. Drake's, yeah, he's too big, man. Just a battle's not gonna take. He's not gonna take him out unless you got. This guy has to be crazy.
And I'm gonna be real. I think Drake is bold. I think when Kendrick drop an album, I think Drake gonna drop an
Drake
album.
might drop one on the same day. Okay.
Not some Jay-Z and Nas
It's
shit.
bold and it's risky. But you got to have some balls in this game to be the boss.
You want to be the
If
boss,
Drake
you
outrun
got to pay the
Kendrick-
price.
Album to album,
Okay.
Drake might
you
win
have
that
two
first.
L's on both sides.
I don't know. That would be a good
Arg-
one. If Drake and Kendrick, I wouldn't say Drake will win that first. I would say, nah. I think, nah. Yeah, Kendrick will pull that off. I feel like his body of work is way more like Drake put thought into his, but Kendrick's thought is just like next level. Yeah, Kendrick will win that. Yeah, Kendrick will win that. If they drop the album on the same day, I think Kendrick will come out on top with that.
Argument would no longer be an argument. Kendrick got him with the single, Drake got him with the album. Then the argument will be, well, which one would you rather? Would you rather win with the single or win with the album? In Kendrick's situation, the time he took off, the transition he went in, I think him winning with the single was great for him. It rejuvenated him and re-sparked him, right? If Drake wins with the album, I think it shows who he is and who he'll continue to be. But you know, that's just me talking. We're going to see. You know what I mean? They got two different types of music. As far as I'm concerned, they both great. But you can't count Kendrick out and you can't count Drake out.
Both great artists.
Yeah, we're
for
going to
sure.
see. We're going to see how it go.
Well, a while back, I noticed that Game had YoungBoy on his album, and then he had to take him off of it.
Yeah.
Can you break down what?
Because
happened
he's a
on that?
danger to society. That's why. Say that. Now, yeah, the young boy is wild though. Like, you notice he don't really got a lot of features with certain people. It's just him. He can't really do no shows. He locked up right now with all these bad cases going on.
It's a bill for $300,000. Something crazy. 150, 300, something crazy. Young boy did it. He did it on my call. I called him, put Game on the phone, talked to him, sent him the music. He approved the music, laid the verse, sent it back. We put it on there. You know, this was our first time dealing with a young artist. These artists we deal with, they make the call into their label. Right? Where I fucked up at, not thinking, I should have called Stunner, kept Stunner in it. But young boy signed to Atlantic. When I called into Atlantic, politics is going on. They getting into it with Young Boy getting into it with them. Young Boy done shut down the YouTube shit. The label like Whack, we do it, and I couldn't say nothing because that label done showed me so much love. I couldn't.
See, it always come back down to like it's him, NBA YoungBoy. These motherfuckers be crazy. And granted, he young, so it's just, but that would have been a crazy like bag for them. Cause that song would have went crazy.
Couldn't push that line on them. They didn't clear shit, Cardi shit, they did all kind of shit. And it's like, they had they shit going on with each other. So I'm like, bro, we not paying that. We just pull it. I could have kept it on there and made them serve me. Then they might would have some relationships. I don't know. I think if it came down to it, if I would have bucked back, I don't think Young Boy would have did it that way. But I probably should have got Stunna involved. I wasn't thinking because he wasn't signed to Republic or Cash Money. But I know they got a great relationship, and Stunna ain't gonna let no.
See how deep the music industry get? Like, you gotta go through this, you gotta go through that. This person did this, and you can't talk to them for that. It's the politics is crazy. This is why we don't get a lot of songs from certain artists. This is why a lot of things don't happen. It's not even because of the artist. See, this had nothing to do with Young Boy and Game. Like, they had no beef. This is straight label business shit. You see how the label can fuck up a good song because at the end of the day, I don't really care how good your song is. I just want you. I just want the business to go. Obviously, we did the song to be good, but I'm not playing that shit every day. I need the fans to listen to it, and they need the business to be right. But if I'm not fucking with this person, or they not fucking with me, then this song ain't happening. And that's what he was saying. Yeah, well, I could have pushed the line and put the song on there and made them serve me papers with the lawyer to take it down. But I didn't want to burn no bridges with them. Because at the end of the day, this one song, like, we can figure shit out later on down the line. But right now, this not the bad. And that's what I tell people. Pick your battles. Pick your battles wisely. Every fight is not the fight you should fight.
Don't play with me like that. I wasn't thinking. I should have put Stun in the middle of that. Probably would have went another way, but it went the way it went. Him and Gang spoke. I didn't talk to him. It is what it is.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this.
I seen him do it. What we got for a pork chop? What we got? What's popping in the media? What's popping in the media? Always gotta play this.
This is my. Y'all know who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny
Notorious.
Me. The notorious Skinny Me. That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. So, that's what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. It's like reality rap. Skinny Me go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about the same.
What? Come on. And I love Ab. Like, when A.R.A.B., when I first got on his music, I'm like, nah, I fuck with him. Like, he just raw, authentic, telling it how it is. Like, we just found that one person that just was just himself, but he just happened to rap. But it's like, this one was like, come on, bro.
So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it.
And the people, I know a lot of people say like this got him like arrested and sent to the feds for 45 years. No, it wasn't this. It was drugs. It wasn't even this. He got locked up. They was trying to say he incriminated Skinny Me, but Skinny Me was already being investigated by the cops for other shit. So he down to 25 to life. Like, it's just, they crazy. Like, but this wasn't the one that got A.R.A.B. locked up. I know a lot of people like to say that, but that's if you read the court docs, that wasn't what happened.
When he say somebody try to drop on me, not wrestle me out for the
man.
and I seen him do it.
He said masked men. Like, I think you trying to insinuate, like, yeah, bro, but we have masks on. Like, don't, what we doing? And you supposed to be the head nigga in charge of this organization. You, like, come on, man.
I know he did it for a fact. And then Skinny Me got his own.
I know he did it for a fact. It's crazy. And I know he perked up, hied up. So you like, this interview didn't blow up until he got locked up. So this has been out a long time. Like a long ass time. And the fans didn't even care about this. They're like, man, we want him for bigger shit. Like, we don't care about whatever murder they talking about. We'll let the local cops handle that. The feds like, I want you, ARAB, for being a kingpin in your neighborhood, and you was transporting drugs from Cali back to Philly, and you said I could make it snow in your whole hood. That was in the indictment. Feds like, oh yeah, you can make it snow, and yeah, like he bought two. In the paperwork it said 2 18-wheeler trucks he bought. Mind you, them shit's expensive. Like 18-wheeler trucks is expensive. He bought 2 of them, sent them out to Cali to bring the drugs back, and the cops followed them from Philly to Cali, back to Philly, then locked them niggas up.
His own slang. That's what I like about him. He got his own slang. He got a crazy way of thinking. I don't agree with it all the time. But listen, that shit worked for him. His mind is different than other people's minds. I believe he's gonna make millions of dollars off of Skinny Me.
Money, original Black House.
Y'all know who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny Notorious. The notorious Skinny Me. That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. That's what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. It's like reality rap. I feel. Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about it the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it.
It's unbelievable. Hold on, because I think they put a compilation together about ARAB. Yeah, see, they was putting shit out 4 years ago. I think this
I'm
is
not the king
good
of Philly, I'm the king of everything, man. I ain't the king of Philly, I'm the king of everywhere.
Who gonna dispute that?
Hey, we moving out.
Look, he right there. He right there. There you go. What he say? He's 130 pounds of pure horror. There you go, right? You see?
We got Allegheny, we got Area Ave, we got 18th Street. We got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. I want to start branching off on the other side. We might take a block on the other side of Broad Street.
Over there too. It's an
I might put some work out there. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over.
And if you've been to Philly, one part of Broad Street is the tourist area. The other part of Broad Street is the neighborhood. So this is not far from where like the tourists go when they go to Philly. That they talk like this is like, if you know Philly, you've been in these, you've drove past this area, you've been around there. You might not have purposely went there, but you've been through some of these areas.
I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over, and I might cross. We already crossed Pike Street. We already down to Butler Street. That's Pike Street. We already down to Pike Street now.
And he telling y'all where he got his drugs at. I got drugs over here. I might cross that side of Broad Street. I might go over there. Like, the feds might have watched this video and said, all right, cool. Boom, pull the map out. All right, look, so he on this block, he on this block, he on that block. All right, we going to send the informants. And then we just gonna watch.
So we on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. We already going to Broad. We thinking about going all the way to 10th Street now. We think about crossing Clearfield because nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway.
So we gonna watch all those blocks. So as soon as we see heavy drug activity, we know it's him because he just told us he's gonna do it. And they recorded this, they edited the video, and then they put it out on YouTube.
Once we get over there, I put work out there. Anybody want to put work out there, they gonna do. They gonna call everybody's phone and cop out and ask why we doing it.
7.5 to 15.
Yeah, and we ain't accepting no fucking deals, man.
OBH Records, King Ab. I got my own record company. I signed myself. Check this out. This is $500,000 on the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table. I just feel like y'all got too excited when Birdman paid me my 200 grand. Like that's some real money. I've been had that money. I felt like y'all believe I was broke before I got that 200. This is $500,000. Huh? This is take money I bet. OBH Records, I got my own company.
And I don't think this was either in the indictment. I don't think the feds really cared about this. This might have led them to other shit, but they didn't care about this money. Like, they didn't hit him for, like, no tax evasion or, like, no money laundering. Like, none of that shit. They didn't even need to charge him with any of that. Because obviously you're showing untaxed money, so now we want to know, how did you get that? We need a part of that.
Huh? This is OBH Records. I got my own company. I'm independent for real. I'm independent. I've signed myself. I don't have no boss. I've never had a boss in my life. King Ad. I don't have no boss.
So right here in the back, that's the vacuum seal. I'm pretty sure it's a scale around here somewhere too. But like, we can see that. We're freezing these videos. We're blowing it up. We're zooming in. Like, they doing all that just to see, all right, what's in the background.
$1,000,000 on the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table. I just feel like y'all got the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table.
This is a vacuum seal. This is how you seal anything back with you want drugs in there that you don't want to smell to come out of it.
Y'all got too excited when Birdman paid me my 200
that's a little box.
grand. Like that's some real money. I've been had that money. I felt like y'all believe I was broke before I got that 200. This is $500,000. Huh? This is take money out.
Huh?
OBH Records, I got my own company. Huh? This is OBH Records. I got my own company. I'm independent for real. I'm independent. I've signed myself. I don't have no boss. I've never had a boss in my life. King Ad. OBH. Free Smoke.
Oh, I got one of my shooters behind me. Bro, I said, fuck rap, I want to be a shooter. Guess what? I allowed him to be that.
What?
I allowed my man Bros to quit rap and become a shooter. Like Bros, I don't even want to rap. Look at Big Brock back there. Bros, you don't rap no more. You just want to be a shooter, man.
Free Smoke.
Like, you putting the camera on him and saying, all right, you just want to shoot people, right? All right, cool. Let me just put that out on the internet, too. So whenever a shooting happened, let's just see where he was at the time. That's just basic. Like, you don't got to be no genius to put two and two together. Hey, I'm going to sell drugs on Clearfield and I'm going to shoot people over there. So when something happens, all right, let's go to the person that said that they were going to do it. Like, what the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, you smell blood, man. My man Bros caught his first shooting. He was like, all right. When he caught his first shooting, he said, he put down the fucking notepad and he said, Ab, I love the way this shit feel. I just want to shoot.
Free Smoke.
And then put it back on him.
All right, you know skinny,
Bitch, y'all know it.
He always around.
It is. Y'all know I'm getting it. So.
Graveyard back there.
Best man get it.
It's the life I was born into, you know what I'm saying? Like my little cousin in the crib, like he put me on this goon shit. Like he was like 13, giving niggas wig shots and all. Give this joint. I ain't gonna fake it. This, you know, with products every day, pocket full of guap. This all comes from trap money. Well, that's all from.
Now, this is his tune this year after he locked up.
We right back. Day 4.
Let me get started with this, man. I remember I was sitting with Reds one time on the porch, man. And he was like, yo, he was telling me, he's like, yo, Ab, you gotta chill because this is what they do. This is what's gonna happen. Everything that Red said happened. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
He told me how they'll lie on you, how the feds would lie on you, and Reg told me all that shit, man. And I just happened to be with Reg down at FDC when we was in Philly. Had a good conversation with Reg. He ready to come home too. He should be home soon too. Shout out Reg, free Reg. And I was up my last spot and this spot I was with Prince.
That's what I was going to ask you. Gerald Prince Miller.
Yeah, that's my man.
That's crazy, yo.
I'm talking about my man like that. I'm not gonna lie, man. He got paperwork on it. All these so-called legends that these people look up to, man, he got paperwork on 90% of them motherfuckers, man. I'm talking about, man, they hot, they rats. He showed me so many people that these people shouts out in their music. He showed me so much of their paperwork. So many people, you'll be shocked, man. Bunch of motherfuckers telling you'll never know, man.
That's crazy.
And you wanna know what else crazy, bro? Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing about these conspiracies, man. You know the feds only show you like 5% of the rats. When I got my discovery, which means the evidence they had against me, when they showed it to me, I seen Shelby's name on a statement, and I seen Dash's name on a statement, right? But there was like 15, 20 more statements. They had no names on them. You know what I'm saying? So, my thoughts is, well, what I do know is, if a person's out there operating outside the law and been doing it for 15, 10 years, 8 years, they ain't come to the feds yet, the feds ain't get them yet, man, especially if they're doing it on a large scale, I stay away from them. You dig what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I stay away from them, because there's so many people out there that's secretly working for the FBI that you will never know, their names will never come up on paperwork, and you'll just never know, man.
That's the crazy part. That's how the government work. They know. Look, if you could just help us catch other people, we cool. You can do your thing. Don't make too much noise. Right? So it just show you how crooked the government is too. They like, man, look, I know you selling drugs. I know y'all out here kind of doing a little bit. Calm that shit down. Don't take it too far, and we'll let y'all operate. And that's the wild part. So that's what he insinuating there. He's saying, like, yo, if a motherfucker been selling drugs for 12 years and they just been free and nothing happened to them, most likely they working for the feds.
Yeah, it's dirty game, man. Dirty game. All right, so
I had to say that, yeah.
right. So one thing I want you to touch on is, while we on this note, is since you feel like other rappers, I mean, they got hit with the same thing. Lucci, Thug, I think Casanova.
They're using our music, bro. They're using our, this how, you know, we got a First Amendment right. They're using our music against it as a weapon.
Yeah, but I understand when he's saying understand the law, and it's tricky because that's why there's always just been this fight over y'all can't use what I say in the song as if I didn't do this, like I didn't do this in real life. This is just entertainment. But then the feds are coming back like, hey, look, well, what you said on the song matches exactly what happened. Like, so even if I didn't even listen to the music, 9 times out of 10, they own to y'all in real life anyway. But yes, for a lot of artists, they do use their lyrics against them in court, and that's been a big thing. But also too, that's the weird game. That's the weird game. It's like, yeah, y'all not supposed to use our music against us in court. But also too, stop giving them something similar to what you did. Because it's just gonna be hard for me to just to not hear that and be like, yo, I'm about to look into this. Like, you said this in the song, and then it matched up what happened in real life.
Using our music against us as a weapon, bro. You got a First Amendment right to say whatever you want. As long as it ain't directly threatening a direct person. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And actually, something actually happened to that person. Man, you can say whatever you want in your music. They can't use that against us, bro.
No,
listen, man, they trying to criminalize our genre, which is rap music, which is gangster rap music. You dig what I'm saying?
All right. Crazy.
I gotta say this too. One of my biggest regrets out there, man, is taking a Percocet, man.
See what jail do for you? See what that shit'll do for you? He said, I regret taking them perks, because all them videos,
When you say somebody trying to,
he was high off them perks right here. Popping perk 30s every day, back to back to back, popping like 5 perk 30s. Hey, right here,
try
bro.
to drop on me, not wrestling up for the gun.
Man.
And I seen him do it.
Oh my God, I seen him do it.
I know he did it for a fact.
Bro, I know he did it for. See, he on that truth serum. Them Urkies had him just talking, and it made him feel just so. I'm on another level. Y'all can't touch me. And then you hear the tune now.
See, one of my biggest regrets out there, man, is taking a Percocet, man. That was like one of my biggest regrets, man. Fucking with them Percocets when I was home, man. Because at the end of the day, that shit clouded my judgment. You dig what I'm saying? I could have judged better and made better decisions, but I was on them Percocets hard. You dig what I'm saying? So.
Exactly. You sober now, so of course you're gonna say, I regret taking them perks. Nigga, what? Your life was in shambles when you was out here. You literally told us how you about to put drugs on all these blocks. How you shot niggas. How you took over your enterprise. Like, you had your man on, like,
Then Skinny Me got his own slang. I like this one.
like
Y'all
your
know
man.
who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny Me. The notorious Skinny Me. That boy about 130 pounds of horror.
Hard. Like, yeah, you sober.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest regrets out there, fucking with them Percocets.
That shit. And that's crazy that you say that, because you know that hit Philly real hard. A lot of people.
Yeah, I know. You know,
went through that.
our grandparents and great-grandparents, they come from that era where there was the pharmaceutical era, where they was doing Percocets and syrup and all that shit.
Right. Crazy, man. So another thing I want you to touch on too, while we talking about the music and all of that is, I mean, you being underrated as a rapper. Like, I mean, if people go, like, a lot of people talk about, you know, because the interviews went big and a lot of them got views, but people don't really talk about it as much. Like, a lot of your music videos got million views. I mean, like,
At the end of the day, yo, I came up through different rap eras, right? So when I first started rapping, you know how we
You know what I'm saying? When the gangsta-
who's a better rapper. I come up in the era of Major Figures. I'm from the hood. I'm from Gillingham neighborhood, Major Figures neighborhood. You dig what I'm saying? Wallow from my neighborhood. Wallow from around the other side of Broad Street from me.
Right.
Wallow gave me some great advice too before I got locked up. He's a good man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from that neighborhood. I came up with Chops and Little Rucky. You dig what I'm saying? And Gratz right up the street. So you know, Christian Neef went to Gratz and Dutch and Rolex, and I came up around that. So we came up with Bart Cassidy from our neighborhood too. So we came up writing raps, battling. Like, whoever got the best rap, we're gonna stand in front of each other and see who can rap better. I used to rap like that. What happened was, my whole thing is, I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna sell my image. I'm gonna sell my story.
You did that, alright. You sold that motherfucker, and it was believable.
Fuck trying to be the best lyricist. You think what I'm saying? Cause I used to be like one of the best battle rappers.
This call is from a federal prison.
My whole thing is, you know what, man? I'm gonna like rap about my life. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm living.
What up,
This
man?
episode of Philly Fame TV is sponsored by Top Dog Law.
I got my man Drama from out Brooklyn. He got the OBS Brooklyn. I got.
Oh yeah, I heard of him before. I think Leak talked about him before.
Yeah. I got niggas from all over the country, man. I'm just linking everybody out. Every federal prison I've been in, all the men bear witness to me. They want to fuck with me, and I link them up, and we just tying in, man.
Nah, but it's this one right here. He said he addressed it.
In that right now, hey, it's crazy how much influence that you had, because I just dropped another clip earlier today, the part 2 John, and that John got getting a lot of feedback, a lot of crazy feedback too.
Yeah, we need to hear this.
And
Clear
it's
this up,
crazy
Ab.
How other people creating content based on ARAB now, like people doing reactions to what you said, like it's just crazy, bro. Like, how do it fit? How do it, like I told you yesterday, how the first joint went up, and now this joint going up too. So like, how I feel like you being able to be away for a couple years, and then you still speaking, and you know thousands of people still want to hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's got 31,000 views, so.
I'm like, good though. I mean, it's a good feeling. It's just that I wouldn't believe it. Motherfuckers be telling me like, yo, I had people fucking with you, or I got the rise and fall, the ARS, the rise and fall, OVAs, all of that.
Yeah, all type of stuff, bro.
My whole thing be like, I don't even fucking know I had that much shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah.
Cause you was high. Cause you was high. You wasn't sober. That's why you ain't know you had that much shit going on.
Hey, bro, like it's,
What the fuck happened?
bro, it's crazy. Like, bro, like you one of the people in the city that got a strong buzz, a strong following. Like, for you to never had a major deal or never had like a major song on a major play. I mean, like you got a strong following, like even across seas, like overseas. I mean, like.
What somebody said, listen, the quickest way to get on is a song or a movement. I knew I probably wasn't gonna have a hit song, so I did the movement thing. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. And
that's why I was linking up with everybody, pulling everybody in. My thing is, I wanted to be the strongest movement. That was my whole twist. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But Leak Boss out there doing him.
Right, yeah, Leak still holding it down. Shout out to Leak. I mean.
My little brother Moolah be home soon.
Shout out to Moolahs, man. Shout out to Moolahs.
Yeah, so Leak is Ab younger brother.
Yeah.
Soon. He be on real soon, too.
Yeah, shout out to Moolahs, man. And
you know what, something, man? It's crazy because I'm in this motherfucker, right? You know, I'm in with motherfucking terrorists and everything in this motherfucker, man. Like real live terrorists.
You said terrorists in that joint.
I'm talking about like real live ones, like the big ones too. I'll be just praying next to the brother and everything. You fucking me up.
That's crazy. And, hey, you know
That is crazy to be locked up with somebody that really did some crazy shit.
Another thing, that's all what you touch on too. Hey, that's crazy. Like, because one day you became like a crazy meme. Like, you got a lot of crazy memes and stuff like that on, but you got there's one line that became like a monumental meme, almost like the AI practice joint, right? And I seen him do it. And before you touch on this, I want this. What I want to say. I spoke to Skinny Me. He touched on this. He basically said, "Yo, A was hyping up my rap image. Niggas took that shit too literal and all that."
Like, this is what I want to ask you, because this one thing that a lot of people was talking about once the verdict came down. You know, a lot of people.
So this the cover up right here.
Was posting old clips where Ad was talking and shit like that. Did they bring up anything with Ad that use against you in court?
Demon Home.
I just wanted you to clear that up.
They ain't bring nothing up.
I just wanted you to clear, because a lot of people in that was basically like blaming Ad and saying Ad, yeah.
I see exactly what's going on. Ad ain't the reason of nothing. You understand what I'm saying? When ARN promoting me being a violent person, we got web series. And I can show all the clips of our web series that didn't come out when me and ARN was actually going to war with each other in this web series called The City Is Ours. And we like having bro.
Yeah, this the era where they had the web series on YouTube, like Respect Life, Money and Violence, like all those shows.
Oh yeah, I know about that. I know, yeah, it never came out. I definitely know about that.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, my whole joint is when Ad speaking violent about me, he's only painting my web. He only making my web series character come alive, man. That's what niggas didn't never understand. We was shooting a big ass web series, a big ass joint. We got multiple clips and all that shit on YouTube. We got clips that motherfuckers had never seen. But when Ad spoke violent about anybody, it was him just bringing the web series characters alive. That's all it was. Y'all taking it the way y'all taking it, thinking that this nigga is talking about some real life shit. That ain't what's going on.
Right.
That ain't what's going on. He's promoting. He's making this shit so anticipated. You know what I'm saying? That y'all is buying into the Lil Johnny character, the Skinny Me character. Y'all is like buying into this shit.
How could we not? Look at this picture. How could we not? This ain't part of the web series, man. Like, I like the flip, but ain't nobody believing that. And I do agree that they didn't have to use that footage of I seen him do it. in the court, because I'm sure they was already investigating him without this clip.
This shit he's talking, the whole time, we got y'all fooled. We got a backstory to it. We about to drop a whole bomb, a whole web series, where it is violent. So what we gotta do is to build the anticipation up. We gotta sit here and talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build Skinny character. We gonna build Ab character. We gonna build whole time. We about to give y'all a whole motherfucking web series. We bring all the web series people alive. That's all it was. So it wasn't like when he's talking, he's not talking about real life events. It's never him talking about real life events. Like,
Because if he was, they probably more than likely definitely would have used that shit in court. Like, if they gonna use your rap and they gonna use all this other shit, they gonna use that.
The only thing they used against me was a federal try to say that it was federal surveillance on ARAB block, and the federal surveillance supposedly had me on there, but when the feds watched it, that fucking federal poll date surveillance, a Fed could not identify me as anybody on that surveillance. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like he wasn't. I mean, like
federal poll.
Bro, look how they living. Look at the door. Look, this is a trap spot. Look at the door. Like, you got the board with the deadbolt, with the chain lock, like with the peephole. Like, come on. Come on, man.
Date surveillance, a Fed could not identify me as anybody on that surveillance. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like he wasn't. I mean, like he wasn't talking about. And people really be taking a lot of stuff you say literally. Like, I don't know if you remember this. Like, years ago, we did an interview on the DVD, and after the interview was over, you was talking off camera. You was like, bro, niggas be taking this shit to the moon. Like, one day I went out with a couple of my homies who harmless. They weren't here to fly. And then when I left, niggas tweeted like, yo, ARF left with his goons. Like, niggas, he's like, yo, niggas be taking this shit. Like, I mean, like, I don't know if you remember, you told me this shit a minute ago. Like, so.
I walked to the bar one time, and this is when this years when I first came from jail. Motherfucker pulled me aside and said, yo, hey, man, some girl said you ARF, man, we know the bar where you shot up. I'm like, huh? What the fuck? That's what people think of me? Motherfuckers just.
Yeah, bro. Yes, people think that. I know you got to say this because it's all being recorded. You still want your image to look intact, but y'all know deep down inside, like, bro, feds just didn't just come fuck with y'all because y'all make music. This is not because y'all make music. Like, this is way deeper than music. We were gonna find y'all with or without the music.
They take it. Like they think everything you say is crazy. Like you literally say.
You say I'll really do it. Like I did it. Like I seen him do it. You've said all this. Like you've said how many and it's believable. Because if somebody don't know you, they're gonna be like, oh my God, this guy's a devil. Like that's how people feel like, oh, he about to shoot shit up. Because the way you come off as if I go outside looking for that. You said it on one of the, I'm gonna find one of the other videos.
Hey, everything you say, they take it like literally, bro. Like believe everything you say to the moon, like.
What meme you talking about? What I say?
No, the drone. There's an interview, and it was all of y'all in the room, and you was talking about I think all the artists in the room. It was an interview where you was trying to promote everybody around this time, and the only thing you was talking about something about Skinny, you was like, yeah, I seen him do it. I seen him get, something like, and that's a line that everybody like to say, like, like a quote, like, yo, I seen him do it, like, like as a running meme joke type job, but so they.
Yeah, man, you know Skinny, man. Skinny, that's my brother, man. I love Skinny to death, man. That's my little bro, man. Yeah, man, that shit don't be literal, man. You know.
He's smiling like a motherfucker. Cause he like, damn. That's why he don't even remember. He don't even remember that this is out there. He has no idea that this is out there. He kind of remember what old boy talking about, but he don't really know. Because he was high.
Bro, right, like,
I'm gonna say on that
Yeah, like Skinny. I mean, outside the Skinny, man. Like Skinny, that's my. I mean, like I ain't even see him like that. To be honest, I ain't even just talking because we. You know what I mean, like I never seen Skinny like he never gave me that. Like so, he never Skinny.
People think this shit. We understood that what was our image was. We had this image. We gonna sell an image. That's it, man.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't take this shit literally. We had an image. We OVH. We this. We that. And you know we gonna sell it. But at the end of the day, you know we ain't faking nothing. You dig what I'm saying? On the tip of like, you know, we was out there when the jungle was open. You dig what I'm saying? When the jungle was open, when all the prolific murderers and killers and shooters were around, I was out there, and nobody never bothered us. And we never bothered nobody. But our whole thing is we from the hood, this our life. We're reality rappers. We gonna sell an image. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Like
motherfuckers just bought it. Motherfuckers just took it too far. You dig what I'm saying?
Like you took it too far.
Out here doing this, that, and that every single day.
that shit shocking me. Like I can't believe like DP. Like to me, like Skinny, one of the coolest people ever. Add one of the people that really know you say add one of the coolest people ever. You know what I mean? But for the people that don't know y'all from afar, from the online image, they think it's something totally different. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I be tweaking off of that.
I get cursed out by women in my life. They be like, "You so motherfucker."
Look, you got a gun right here. What do you mean we wasn't doing none of this? And he put this in the joint, like the interviewer, like, bro, you picked the worst pictures. You picked the worst pictures. Yeah, it was good. It was a good interview. Exactly. Yup. You were creating the image. Nothing was real. A few months later, ARI to the youth doing all the killing and crime. I've been there, done that. Yeah. Like, exactly. And now I'm just joking. Like, come on, man.
Fucking non-confrontational. Cause I don't even argue. Like I never argue with my friends. When a woman argue, I don't argue back. I just, you dig what I'm saying? I take the beat. You dig what I'm saying? But motherfucker pick me at a whole other picture.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But it's all good.
No, that's crazy. My brother Face had called me too, like a little minute ago before you called this shit. And he was like, damn, I seen the ad, John. Fuck with that ad, was talking some real shit in that John. And yeah, and another thing he said too, he's like, damn, it's crazy because when he was home, he definitely helped a lot of motherfuckers. So if a lot of people ain't, I mean, if anybody ain't, I mean, looking out for him or keeping in touch with him, I mean, and holding him down, that'd be crazy because all he did was help people when he was out here. And I mean, it was crazy that he said that, like. So, yeah, that's what you did. You did the Wire deep, the We Run the Streets joint in front. I mean, I meant to say like, yo, that was. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you looked out for us in so many ways. Like, you always use your platform, and I mean, and that was a crazy look for us. I mean, like, so you always showed this love. So I always honored you for that, bro. You helped a whole lot of people. I mean, a whole lot of people in the Philly hip hop community, like all the DVDs, everybody, all the rappers. I mean.
When they came to me, I ain't charged them a penny. Now, I put them on my Instagram. I did a song. I did everything. All the rap niggas. You dig what I'm saying?
My real rap.
But the thing is, the name of the game now, when I'm on now, man, trying to save these little kids, man. You know, I have to get the Philadelphia newspaper, man. And I just see, like, I have to read the papers, like, 15-year-old got killed, 16-year-old got killed, 15-year-old killed this guy, killed 2 people. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there like, man, these motherfuckers, some little kids out there killing each other at an alarming rate, man. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. My mom says, yo, when I get the fuck out of here, man, I'm getting far away from little crazy little kids. But now my mom says, you know what, I'm going to go home and try to help them. Maybe I can talk to these kids. Maybe they look at me like, all right, I've been through it on every level. Everything that these little kids rap about trying to do, I did it. You think?
Why he even put this out? And he talk about, when I come home, bro, you got 45. He'll probably do maybe 30. Yeah, so he'll probably come home when he like 60s, late 60s. If you serve this whole time. Like, what? You just said that wasn't real. We ain't do none of that. I wasn't off that. Then you brought it to Man, y'all need to stop doing all this, cause man, I've been there, done it. I did all that already.
Kids out there killing each other at an alarming rate, man.
Real
I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. My mom says, yo, when I get the fuck out of here, I'm getting far away from those little crazy little kids. But now my mom says, you know, I'm gonna go home and try to help them. Maybe I can talk to these kids. Maybe they look at me like, all right, I've been through it on every level. Everything that these little kids rap about or trying to do, I did it. You dig what I'm saying? My whole thing is, I'm telling them that's not the way, man.
No, for sure. And they
I
listen
did it.
to you, bro.
Everybody can't stand under what I stood up under. You dig what I'm saying? Like when I stood up under people break, feds break men, man. I'm afraid that these little kids they don't know nobody. They trust in their friends now. If y'all go to prison, 60% of your friends gonna tell on you. Look at all your friends right now. Look at all your friends in their faces. If 10 of y'all go to jail, at least half of them gonna tell. I'm telling you, it's been done numerous of times. Somebody out your circle gonna tell. So take that in consideration. If you get the feds come, at least half of y'all gonna tell. Somebody in your squad gonna tell. They always do. I've never seen an indictment where nobody told. Somebody around you is gonna tell. So listen to that. If you don't want to listen to nothing I ever said, listen to that. So y'all want to keep living that life, look at your friends. One of them gonna tell on you. 2 or 3, 4 of them gonna tell on you. That's real rap, man.
Yeah, you see what happens when you sober and you really get to reflect. You get to see. Yeah, man.
I'm not the king of fun, I'm the king of everything, man. I ain't the king of fun.
This my last one.
Everywhere.
5 times in my ass, my thighs, my hand. I got bullet holes in my knees, my legs, my back and my foot. But this time it was mostly in my stomach and in my legs. They from the hood, but I am the hood. You see, it's about 20 savages out there. I'll run all of them.
He high.
I say.
You come down this block, is nobody gonna make it off this block, man.
On top of his craziness, this motherfucker kept walking around with you. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was on the phone and shit, talking to, my wife and shit. The crazy was behind me, stabbing me back in my head, and screaming like.
He ain't use the bathroom. He can't. Right now, he in a position where he can't walk at all. He can't get out the bed to use the phone. He can't get out the bed to check his E. He can't get out the bed at all. But he on the block. He on the block with my little brother, my cousin. So they kind of like taking care of it right now. Got to change his sheets because it's.
Hey, yo, squad. What's the?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I was a different dude. I swear for goodness he was a different dude. Biggie with the
afraid to be around gangsters, you know what I'm saying? And the best man get the drop in this shit, you know what I mean? We don't prefer shootouts, the best man get the
Like, look how many things was made on him. How many videos. Like, look at this shit. Like, ARAB, rappers, dumbest criminals. Skinny Me, OBH arrested. ARAB, Vlad interview. ARAB, most feared Philly kingpin. Skinny Me, ARAB, who like. Oh yeah, let's see what they got.
Basquiat with the hammer, plenty pictures I done painted. I'm judge, read the charges, mama Nelly.
Man, that's the other thing. Surf, probably one of the, if not the hottest battle rap artists that can battle rap and put out actual good music that you want to listen to. Because a lot of battle rap artists, you don't really want to listen to their albums and stuff. It just don't really hit the same.
Fainted. My hood been Iraq and bricks like the Navy in the kitchen whipping gravy, try and get it for the baby.
Feel me? Hello, blah 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 blah. I get off the phone and then I grab the steering wheel again and then I hear the first shot. I see the bullet go through my arm, like the first one. You know what I mean? Because I grabbed it, like I was looking at I grabbed the steering wheel and shit. I hear the shot go off and go through my arm. You know what I mean? He got out the car and started shooting through the passenger.
And I guess they had to
cut your stomach open, or?
Yeah, definitely had to zip me up, yep.
Can you actually show that, or?
Yeah, of course.
How many stitches?
Like 37.
Goddamn, Black.
You got a couple indicted.
No, I didn't get anybody indicted.
You got a couple.
I didn't get.
Real. Back with another video, man. Let's skip the play and get down to business. Rajon Cox came up in the streets of New Jersey, Newark to be exact, where he earned the name Sue Surf as the battle rapper flooding the game like a tsunami.
Grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm from Newark.
Newark, New Jersey.
Yep.
His future will become impacted by the streets that made him. Sue Surf's mind was tainted with trauma and PTSD from a young age when he saw someone's cap get peeled back. To this day, the image still lives rent-free in his head as one of the beginnings that led to the demons he fights daily.
Nah, like when the shots started going off, everybody started running, you feel me? Like when you stop, though, when you look like, once they stop, you feel me? And everybody look around and you like look back, you see a crowd of you feel me? I'm little as hell, you go look and shit, you like, you feel me? See it open, like.
At that point, Sue Surf had to make a decision. Was it with the path that he wanted to follow, or turn back and go focus on school and being a law-abiding citizen? The answer he chose was to go neck deep in the trenches. By this time, he was already affiliated with the Rolling 60s Crips, putting in work and establishing himself as a savage in Newark. But after that moment, there's no turning back. That lifestyle came with a lot of losses that only pushed Sue Surf further down the dark path. One of the most important was the relationship with his friends, and worse yet, his moms and pops.
You take a lot of losses with that shit, you lose relationships. That's the biggest thing, you feel me? Like, I feel like that shit put a strain on the relationship with me and my pops.
Sue Surf started being alienated from his regular peers, and with his broken relationship with his pops, it only placed more strain in the little bond that they had. The streets became like a second home, and Sue Surf adapted to the habitat well. The problem was, he began making enemies both legally and illegally. It was the cops and the ops, and both would later impact his life heavily. Sure enough, one of them caught him lacking first. After graduating high school, the cops would apprehend Sue Surf on a gun charge at 18 years old. This led to a 3-year process becoming a free man. The first year in jail fighting the case, the second year out on bail, and the third year serving time in prison with seasoned criminals.
You know what I mean? I'm fighting the charge, I bail out, I'm still going to court for the charge.
Yeah.
You feel me? Then I end up taking, all right, give me the 3 years.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So I end up pulling like 20 months off the,
okay.
You'd think the jail system would try to reform him, but instead, he was tossed around grown folks in that environment. Sue Surf was forced to grow up even quicker.
That's another world, like it's grown men in there, you know what I mean? Like it's gladiator school in there, you know what I mean, type shit. And those are things like people like me, people where I'm from, like you grow up real fast, so they be like.
What was even tougher on Sue Surf's mind was the fact that his shorty was pregnant with his daughter. Sue Surf would finally get to meet his baby at 3 months old when he for accepting the 3-year deal and going back in to finish his final year. During that time, an old head behind bars put him on game about regretting wasting his talent while he was free and encouraged Sue Surf to take it more serious. At that point, that's exactly what he did, but he would still downplay the opportunities his talent could bring. Instead, him and his homies simply saw it as a light out of the darkness, something to take them away from the everyday grimy scene of the trap. Over time, the culture of battle rap changed and Sue Surf became a legend in that arena. His talent was unmatched and one of the elite. To date, his match with Hitman Holla goes down as one of the dopest battles in rap history, with views on YouTube racking up to 9 million and counting.
I mean, do you think that Hitman Holla was your biggest battle?
Yeah, today, yeah, number-wise and shit, of course.
Your mother was at the game. Cardboard colors, fresh signs. My mother was in pain. You want to speak to the inmate? Press 9.
Yeah, that was some classic surf right there. That was some classic shit.
It seems Sue Surf was up and out of here. He held respect in the battle rap community and was releasing music and earned him a life where his talent was making bread.
Holding me down, you know what I mean? In a sense, almost like, not even almost monetarily, it was like, it was enough where I could battle And then I was doing enough in between musically, whether I had been touring with Joe Budden or my merch or, you know what I mean, mixtapes and stuff like that.
From his touring with Slaughterhouse heavyweight Joe Budden to merch and his music projects, Tsu Surf was finally tasting what that life could bring him. But in 2017, we saw what many thought would be his downfall. Tsu Surf, and trying to stand 10 toes down for his peoples after his bro was shot, retaliated on an op and was arrested on an attempted hit charge.
The attempted murder one.
March of 2000, what's that, March 2017?
Okay,
March
so you're how old?
Like,
You're
27.
27.
Having already gotten a bad name with the legal system and being a rolling 60s Crip, it was looking grim. But my man stuck it out and beat the case after spending upwards of $60K fighting the case behind bars for a year. At that point, a pattern started showing that hinted that Tsu Surf might still have one foot in the trenches, unable to let the streets go. In a Vlad interview, he revealed that while he was fighting the attempted hit charge, he was already on bail for another gun possession case.
Ultimately, how much money did you end up spending on your lawyer?
Well, I was already on bail for a charge, so I was already on bail for a possession charge. You know what I mean? So I already had a lawyer fighting one case, so I went in and had to get another lawyer for this case. You know what I mean? So probably between them, like within that whole little 2.5 year span or something like that, like $55,000, $60,000.
$60,000.
But you know how it goes. Sometimes you gotta go through it another time to learn the lesson, and Tsu Surf was beginning to get the picture. While in jail, it was like the foolery in his actions started getting through. Bro had the battle rap game in a chokehold and making bank as a solo artist too, but he threw it all away. I mean, people was even asking him for autographs while he was locked up. He had all that success and was letting it go to waste, not realizing that the Tsu Surf now wasn't the same one before the fame. The world was about to get a new pseudo, a good head on his shoulders, and a man that now understood how blessed he was to make it into an industry where he doesn't have to live that life in the streets. But the streets had other plans. Tsu Surf made the mistake of getting too comfortable while still being active on his ops head. Bro was in the ops neighborhood dropping off a baddie thinking they wasn't gonna slide. In 2018, the same year he got home and dropped a classic freestyle on bars on I-95.
Remember sitting in that cell, Jordan and McGrady, that's 23-1, window block, so I...
This is probably one of the hardest freestyles in freestyle history, is this joint right here.
Can't see the sun, push-ups 100 down all the way to 1. Just caught another case like I ain't just beat a...
Tsu Surf was wet up 5 times at a traffic light as the ops hopped out and hit him up.
Dropping somebody off. This is reality. This is what happened. I'm dropping somebody off. I go drop them off. I ride through the hood, through their hood. Right. And then I got to ride back to get home. You know, the average... If y'all on my side of town and I see you twice, and you from the other side of town, some fishy shit.
Yeah, you up to something.
You know what I mean? Type shit. And I wasn't even thinking like that. I'm too cool. You know what I mean? I'm chilling, bitch in the car. But oh yeah. You know what I mean? Get caught at a light.
Tsu Surf got hit twice in his ribs, twice in his stomach, and once in the arm.
You said the first shot went through your arm. Where'd the rest of the shots go?
2 right here, 2 of my ribs, 2 of my stomach.
One of the bullets also pierced his colon. Tsu Surf hopped out of the whip and it was fight or flight. He flagged down the car until he finally found one with a door open and just dropped in and told bro take him to the hospital.
Whereas he said, look, I'm not from around here. You know what I mean? I don't know where no hospital is, but if you tell me where you going, where you need to go, I'll take you there. I mean, I just put my head back on the headrest and shit. I'm like, call this number for me. He called my man. I'm like, yo, I got shot. He laughed like, yo, stop playing. I'm like, nah, for real, meet me at the hospital, I got shot. I mean, I'm just directing him.
Tsu Surf took about 37 stitches through surgery that saved his life. His life was again spared, but it dragged him even closer back into the trenches. A year later in 2019, Tsu Surf was again in hot waters when he was again caught on gun charges. He was struggling to detach from his past life. In an interview with Bootleg Kev, Tsu Surf said one thing that would have consequences on his life forever. He says he runs with a pack and he with whatever type of time to pack on. He's the golden child, meaning he's like the breadwinner and they'll protect him, but it's still go time on an op who wants him ended.
But following, I run with my pack.
I feel you.
I'm on whatever type of time I pack on. I mean, obviously, I'm the golden child, so my pack tries to protect me from the extra outside shit that's going on. I'm running with the pack, though. It will never be okay.
Gotcha.
It will never, ever be okay.
Tsu Surf is allegedly referring to his Rolling 60s affiliation, and that is what got him hemmed up in the events to come. He had the music, a life to make good bread legally, the respect in the industry, but them streets, man, the gang life had bro in a chokehold. And maybe he wanted to dip, but because he's like a star making all the paper, he can't. I don't bang, but I assume it's not as simple as saying, all right, yo, I'm out. Even still, Sue Surf was in too deep, and it caught up to him big time. October 2022, an account belonging to Sue Surf began posting messages referencing a RICO charge that many first speculated was all capped to promote some new project. But if they knew anything about Sue Surf, he don't cap. One tweet in particular really sounded like he was going through it. You could almost hear the hurt in his voice typing the words. I'll probably never step on a stage again. God has a way of humbling us. Man. The next we see in the picture online, October 13th, was the report that the feds ran down on Sue Surf and he was arrested on RICO.
I think he ran too. I think he was trying. They took a minute to find him.
It didn't take long for official reports to begin streaming in, and things were looking bad. Urban Fox 5 OG reporter Lisa Evers officially broke the news online. She went on to break down what actually happened, and it looked like it was a rough situation. He allegedly tried to dip with a shorty at the crib out the back door, but realizing he was surrounded, he went back in and locked himself inside for about an hour. They had to bring negotiators and all that. Now they've just got motive to deny the bail. I guess he was making sure he didn't get killed or maybe written evidence, but it gave prosecutors more ammo.
Sources told our Lisa Evers that agents approached the home where Surf and a female were staying, and the two tried to exit the house from the back door, but law enforcement had the house surrounded, so the two went back inside the house, refusing to come out. Negotiators were called in, and about an hour later, he surrendered.
It turns out the feds weren't playing. Investigations reached back as far as 2015, where they built the RICO case on Sue Surf's gang, the New Jersey Roller 60 Crips, and the indictment charges list crimes including hits, racketeering, illegal substances, and weapons offenses. Sue Surf was arrested along with 9 other alleged gang members. They got Sue Surf allegedly on Instagram directing members to go buy illegal substances, shooting at the ops, messaging about seizure of guns to other alleged gang members, discussing moving weight in the IG group chat, and the list goes on. Sue Surf was really still heavy in the field according to the 51-page unsealed indictment.
The point of today's hearing was to...
And it's crazy because this is like he had all the success and he was still in the middle of all this stuff. And that's usually how a lot of rappers are, because even though they making money, it's not as much as people think, and they live a certain life. So a lot of them resort back to the streets because somebody say like, hey, look, give me 5,000. We can flip this to 15,000, 10,000, shit like that. So a lot of rappers do get caught up in that shit. Same with Fetty Wap. He got caught up in the same thing. With them drugs, like, you had all that money, went broke, spent too much, didn't invest it the right way, didn't listen to nobody, spent stupid shit, no savings. They end up going back to this. They end up selling drugs instead of just trying to stay on that path, fight the good fight. Maybe you don't need to buy that chain. Maybe you don't need to, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you making a certain amount of money, a lot of people just stay in their environment. Like, you surf, I get it. You want to be in your neighborhood and you want to still have this certain image. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't be having to go back to this shit. It's like, yo, once you make that 10, 20, 30, 40,000, whatever, get to somewhere where you don't got to live in that environment and then start living righteously. But this is what we get.
Lay out the charges against him. He was not required to enter a plea. Federal prosecutors are hitting him with 1 count of racketeering conspiracy. That faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison, and 1 count of possession of firearms and ammunition by a convicted felon. That carries a maximum penalty of 10 years.
What's worse is that according to the criminal defense federal trial attorney Philip Hamilton, all these charges and evidence can still be added on. So Sue Surf is only at the beginning of this long fight to freedom, if it's even possible. What's certain is that he's staring down 20 plus years if he found guilty. Recently, not sure where he got his info from, but Flocko with No Jumper in a discussion about the case stated that Sue Surf is never coming home because his big homie is snitching on him.
That case is crazy because there's already testifying. his big homie is testifying on him. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, man. You know, like Sue Surf big homie is cooperating. You feel me? Right. So, you know, he has no chance of beating this in my eyes.
That was the fears of Lisa and Phillip, that most times dudes would turn rat to say.
Shit, Rap did say that. He just said that in the previous joint I played. Most of you motherfuckers that you get locked up with, they go and tell. But I think Surf got 5 years, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Save themselves, so time will tell if it's true. In a breakdown by Sue Surf beforehand of how serious things were looking, he himself said to the interview host, "My reality is you might never see me on stage again.
My reality is you might never see me on a stage ever again."
Along with that, he seemed to have hinted at the snitch rumors to be true.
Don't get tricked up thinking that because y'all Pampers got changed together that they won't drop a ball on you, drop no water, take them cigarettes like that. Got Big T, I ain't knew you all my life. I tell you what, I'm fighting with you. I would never tell on you.
Sue Surf finally seemed to make it, but the streets is not only taking a toll on his mind, but the gang affiliation has possibly chained him to being a slave to the lifestyle, and now may have chained him to being a slave to the prison system. What more could be said, but hope the best for my brother Sue Surf, man. Hold your head. I'm out, y'all.
Yeah, so he got sentenced to 5 years in prison for RICO case. Yeah, so he got 5 years. So that was when 2020, so last year. Somebody convicted felon and thus avoiding a trial potentially hard sentence. U.S. District Judge sentenced Cox to 5 years in federal prison. They be having these ads. I still look, yeah. 10 members of Rule 60 face federal charges accusing the street gang of acts of violence and disturb controlled substance. CSA's found a possession fund. In addition to the 60s, federal penal system does not allow parole. Cox was given 3 years of supervised release and fined $15,000 by Justice Department. So the arrest convictions was up. Better sentence. Yeah. So he got 5 years, and this was 23. That was good working. I'm gonna get up out of here. Just want to quick tap in with the tap in.